Welcome back students. In the previous video we studied about the Mughal Empire, their introduction and the Babur, his son Humayun and his son Akbar. Okay, today we will be starting with the one of the ruler of Mughal dynasty, that is Jahangir. Okay, the full name of Jahangir was Nuruddin Muhammad Salim. Okay, known by his imperial name Jahangir, who was born on 30th of August 1569 and was the fourth Mughal emperor who ruled from 1605 until his death in 1627. Overall, he was the fourth ruler of Mughal dynasty whose full name was Nuruddin Muhammad Salim, known by his imperial name known as Jahangir. Okay, his birth date was 30th August 1569 and he ruled till his death from 1605 till 1627. Okay, now who was Jahangir? Jahangir was the eldest surviving son of Mughal Emperor Akbar and was declared successor to his father from an early age. Means when the Akbar was alive, the Jahangir was considered as the successor of Akbar. When the Akbar will die, the Jahangir will take his place. Okay, Jahangir was married to Shah Begum, a princess from Ambar. Okay, so Jahangir was married to Shah Begum. She was the princess of Ambar. Okay, who killed herself in 1605 out of the shame at the rebellion of her son Prince Khusrau. Means she killed herself due to the rebellion nature of his son Prince Khusrau in 1605. Okay, in the picture you can see celebration at the succession of Jahangir in 1600 when Akbar was away from the capital on an expedition. Okay, when the Akbar was out due to some reasons, Salim broke into an open rebellion. Okay, means he went against his father and declared himself as an emperor. Okay, when Akbar got to know about this, Akbar had to hastily return to the Agra. Okay, means however he has to return to the Agra and restore the order. There was a time when Akbar thought of putting his eldest grandson Khusrau Mirza on the throne instead of Salim. Okay, so there was a time when Akbar thought, instead of Salim I should put my grandson, that is Khusrau Mirza, on the throne instead of Salim. Okay, Jahangir openly rebelled against his father at first, but after some time he was eventually reconciled. Okay, and on Akbar's death in November 1605 he assumed the throne. Okay, so Akbar died on November 1605, after which Jahangir assumed the throne. Okay, now you can see in this picture, this picture shows the a woman whose name is Noor Jahan. Okay, now let's see about Noor Jahan. Mehrun Nisa or Noor Jahan occupies an important place in the history of Jahangir. Okay, and also the Mughal dynasty. She was the widow of a rebel officer Sher Afghan of Mughals. Okay, she was the widow of one of the officers of Mughals named as Sher Afghan. She was beautiful and strong woman. She soon became Jahangir's favorite queen and assumed the title of Noor Jahan. Okay, her original name was Mehrun Nisa, and after he became the favorite queen of Jahangir, he got the title of Noor Jahan. Okay, the meaning of Noor Jahan is the light of the world. Okay, so Noor Jahan herself came to exercise considerable influence over her husband, and Jahangir is said to have rebelled heavily against her advice. Okay, so what happened, Noor Jahan herself came to the exercise and he considerably influenced over her husband. Okay, and Jahangir is said to have relied heavily on her advice. Means whatever she said, Jahangir would follow that only. Okay, after which the Shah Jahan came. Now the full name of Shah Jahan is Shahabuddin Muhammad Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan was born on 5th January 1594. He was the 5th Mughal emperor of India. Okay, he is also known as Shah Jahan. Now Shah Jahan assumed the Mughal throne on 24th January 1628 in Agra. Okay, Shah Jahan assumed the Mughal throne on 24 January 1628 in Agra. A few days after the death of Jahangir, means after the death of Jahangir, Shah Jahan took the throne. Okay, Shah Jahan has left behind an extraordinary architectural legacy behind him. Means when Shah Jahan was the king, he left behind the extraordinary architectural legacy. Means many forts and many buildings were made in his term. Okay, it was at his command that the Taj Mahal was built in Agra in the memory of his favorite wife, known as Mumtaz Mahal. Okay, his favorite sorry his Taj Mahal was built in Agra in memory of his favorite wife, which is named after her name was Mumtaz Mahal, and Taj Mahal was built in her memory. Okay. Now in the first picture you would be well aware of this pic, that is Taj Mahal, and in the second pic it is the tomb of Taj Mahal and Shah Jahan, both beside each other. Okay, so Aurangzeb eventually triumphed in the succession struggle by the methodically eliminating his brothers. Aurangzeb captured Shah Jahan on 8th June 1658 and had him jailed at the Agra fort. Okay, from where the old emperor could look wistfully at the glorious Taj. Okay, so when he was put inside the jail, he would look wistfully in the glorious Taj. Shah Jahan died in captivity on 22nd January 1666 at the age of 17 at the age of 72, after which the tombs of their both wife and husband, that is Shah Jahan and Mumtaz Mahal, were made beside each other only. Okay, now the next major powerful ruler was Aurangzeb. Okay, Aurangzeb, Emperor Shah Jahan's sixth son, okay, was born on 24th October 1618 at Dohad in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so when did the Aurangzeb took birth? 24th October 1618 at Dohad in Madhya Pradesh, and wrested India's crown from his father before the end of June 1658. Okay, after defeating his brother Prince Dara Shikoh's army, Dara Shikoh, who was born in 1658 to 1615 to 1658, who was the eldest son of Shah Jahan, okay, and was resident of Shah Jahan's court as the designated heir. Means he was the designated heirs, after which the death of his father he would take the place. Okay, and the resident of Shah Jahan's court at the Shuja was governor of Bengal, Bihar and Orissa. Okay, Aurangzeb governed the Deccan and Murad and was governor of Gujarat and Malwa. Okay, Aurangzeb took his own father's prisoner, Shuja's army, and was routed in the battle, and Murad was lured into a false agreement. Okay, and taken prisoner. Dara eventually collected together another force and suffered defeat as before, and was again he fled from there. Okay, so but soon he was betrayed by one of his allies and handed over to his brother. Okay, in the first picture you can see Aurangzeb seated on the peacock throne, and in the second picture you can see a painting from Sirka, that is in 1637, shows the brothers left to right. First is from the left side is Shah Shuja, second one is Aurangzeb, and third is Murad Baksh in their younger years. Okay, next is Bahadur Shah Jafar. He was the last ruler of Mughal dynasty. Mirza Abu Zafar Sirajuddin Muhammad Bahadur Shah Jafar, also known as Bahadur Shah Jafar, who was born in 24th October 1775 in Delhi. Okay, Bahadur Shah Jafar was the last Mughal emperor and a member of Timurid dynasty. Okay, he was the son of Akbar II and Lal Bai, a Hindu Rajput. Okay, he became the Mughal emperor when his father died on 28th September 1837. Following his involvement in the Indian Rebellion of 1857, the British tried and then exiled him from Delhi and sent him to Rangoon in British controlled Burma. Okay, and after which he died on 7th November 1862 AD at Rangoon in the British India and now in Burma. Okay, So by this we come to the end of our chapter. If you have any doubt, you can ask me during the class. Okay, thank you students.